Captain Daly?
Port?
It's a non-Federation vessel. Jumped straight out of white space, right in front of us.
Valdak.
That can't be.
My data scan indicates a heavily armored Gorgon dreadnought, vessel ID number 9864321.
Thank you, Dudani. Valdak must have hijacked it from the Fermi hub and tracked our position. Alaska shield status?
Shields 100%.
Helmsman Packer.
Captain.
Primary thrusters.
Rear thrusters prime.
If that's Valdak, he'll rip us to shreds. Captain, we have to surrender. There's no other way.
Let's not lose our heads, Lieutenant Walton.
Shields at 68%.
Heavy damage reported deck 6 through 10.
Fires in Med Center and major rupture of Chicago Bay Alpha.
We've got no choice, Captain.
Do you want me to open comms with Valdak's craft, Captain?
Negative.
Shields at 54%.
There's no way out.
Captain, please.
Not now, Walton. Helmsman Packer, take us into that asteroid gas cluster.
Into the cluster?
That's suicide, sir.
It is our only chance. That gas cluster is charged with ionized pyron particles. If our shields hold, we can use them to increase our photon intensity. Packer, increase thrusters.
Shields at 43%.
It'll tear the ship apart, Captain.
Walton, you are a Space Fleet officer. Act accordingly.
Shields at 32%.
Valdak's not following.
Packer, turn us around. Alaska charge photon bolts.
All's charged, Captain.
Fire.
Missiles breached. Shields gone. He's defenseless.
Lieutenant Lowry, open comms.
He's already hailing us, Captain.
On screen.
Captain Daly, may you drown in the venom of 900 Togorian snakes.
You are defeated, Valdak. Return the plasmorphium crystals, and we'll cause you no more damage.
You must make me a fool, Captain. I know the crystal's capabilities, and I will die before I give it up.
I gave you a chance, Valdak. Showed you mercy. Reflect on that while you can. Close comms. Alaska destroys ship.
Yes, Captain.
That was incredible, Captain.
You saved our lives.
I'm so sorry I lost it back there, Captain.
Not for the first time, Walton.
I should know by now never to doubt you. Please, forgive me.
At ease, Walton.
Captain, sensors indicate an escape pod ejected from Valdak's ship before detonation. He's escaping with the crystal.
You want me to plot a pursuit course, Captain?
No. We'll let him go. For now.
It's great decision-making, Captain.
3 cheers for Captain Daly. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. So say all of us.
God bless you, Captain. God bless you.
Floor. Welcome to Callister.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey. Elena, my pass doesn't work.
You must renew on 1st of each month.
Yeah, I know that, but the first was on the weekend, so...
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Morning, Mr. Daly.
Helmsman Packer?
Huh?
I mean, Mr. Packer. Nate.
Okay.
Hey, are you making coffees?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe you could make me one, too?
Sure. What do you want?
Just vanilla latte. Skim milk.
Yeah, good call.
numbers, and we might just have to hold you to that. Well, no, yes, of course. Sure. Yeah.
Oh, are you okay, man? I guess you didn't see my gym bag. Yeah. Come on, get up. I'm sorry, bud.
Okay, left it.
You're gonna do it for me, and you're gonna make it good. You know you're a god to me, at least.
Oh, the ladies' bathroom is that way. That sign's kind of confusing.
You're Robert Daly, right?
Right.
Yeah. Hi. I'm Nanette Coel. I started here today, coding on the update, and I just wanted to pass on my admiration to the person who actually designed Infinity. The procedural algorithm is amazing. It's just some beautiful code.
Thank you.
That's actually the reason that I wanted to work here. You must be busy. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
Sorry.
No.
Well, just fangirling. Sorry. Ooh, vintage.
Yeah, it's Space Fleet. Wow. It's a TV show. Before your time. Before my time, actually. But it was visionary.
Is this on like tape?
Yeah, we got the VHS, the DVD, Blu-ray, the whole thing. Seasons 1 to 6. Netflix has it these days.
Aboard the spaceship USS Callister. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Callister is like the.
Yeah, when we set up the company, I suggested we call it Callister as kind of a little tribute. Walton didn't really get the reference, but he let me have that one.
Mini-skirted damsels. A little cold for that in space.
That is just what a bark radiant sand warrior would say.
Bob, Christmas is closing in like a goddamn meteor. We've got customers all over our balls waiting for the Infinity update. Tell me it's gonna be up and running before the weekend.
Oh, I'll ask Kabir.
Your CTO, don't ask anybody anything. You should be telling people things like I'm fucking telling you right now.
I'll talk to him.
Good.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Hello.
Hello. Sorry, I couldn't find a good moment to. So.
Oh, you must be new. I'm James Walton. I run the company. Well, we run the company, kind of. Bob here is the hardware, and I am the shiny front end.
I'm Nanette Coel.
Which department?
Engine architecture.
It's your first day?
Yeah.
Have you had the tour?
No,
Please, allow me.
Okay. It was so nice to meet you.
Just a little bit. People call it carefree. I call it care. Full. Care. Not scary. I'm excited.
Do Donnie? Kabir?
Mr. Daly.
Do you have the latest CTA on the update patch? It's just there's still some runtime errors.
Well, the thing is, Mr. Daly, we could have it ready by end of play today, but if we had time, we could alter the training mechanics, tweak the critical hit system, but of course that'd add another week, maybe 10 days or so. Mr. Daly.
Yeah. Yeah, do all of that.
Thank you.
Okay, we're on it.
back, Captain.
Have you located Valdak's position?
Not yet, but our sensors are scanning every star system between here and Valatrons.
So your answer is no.
I'm afraid so, sir.
You are pathetic, Walton. What are you? What's that?
Pathetic!
So Valdak's out there somewhere, and you village idiots are asleep at the wheel. You're not just disgraceful, you're disgusting, all of you. So can you do one thing? Can you find Valdak? I'm not asking, I'm telling you. Understand?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, Captain. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Hi, Captain.
Huh? Well, all right. Alaska, check security protocols. If they've expired, you're in trouble.
Yes, Captain.
Donnie, recheck those probe results. No room for errors.
Of course, Captain.
Helmsman Packer.
Captain.
Vanilla latte. Skim milk.
At once.
Walton. Exit game.
Hi, Nanette. Yeah, you feel like you have everything you need here? That's a nice sweater.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Daly, got that new ETA in the update patch.
New ETA?
Yeah, it's all good, but now we're looking at December 24th for rollout.
We don't patch until Christmas Eve?
Well, yeah, I mean, with the alterations you approved.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Hi, Robert.
Hi.
I was just gonna fix a coffee. Do you want one?
Sure.
Okay.
Vanilla latte with skim milk.
Okie dokes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Oh, yes, they are great numbers. Okay. Copper. Total fucking shit with it.
Do you want coffee?
Brushed suede. Thank you. So how are you settling in? Are you settling in?
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone here is really friendly. And, it is not like my last job. Thank God.
Huh?
It was a toxic workplace. You know, my boss was a major league bully, and it's not like here. Like with, Mr.
Walton?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's a really good guy. He's a bit of a player. Chuck a ham sandwich across the room, he'll fuck it before it hits the ground, but he's basically an all right bloke.
Okay. Well, there's, two bosses here anyway, so I guess.
Two how?
Robert Daly.
Oh. I mean, well, yeah, technically.
Mr. Daly is actually the whole reason that I'm here.
Really?
I mean,
Interesting.
who wouldn't want to work under an incredible mind like that? You know? His coding is, it's sublime.
Do you have a thing for him?
Daly? No. It's not like that. It's purely, it's professional. I like his code.
Oh, fuck it, I was gonna say, you know, don't be too nice to him, because he gets a bit starey. Wide berth. It's That's my advice. Wide berth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here you go.
Thank you.
No bye. Come in.
Welcome to Callister.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
God damn it, Robert!
Christmas Eve, really? Not okay.
Hello?
Oh, boy. It looks like there's a new girl in the office.
What's your name, hon?
Yeah, come in. Let me fix you a drink. We have everything from Bengarian phlegm shots to, distilled root blood from the Kangaroo Quadrant. What's your poison? Some of this actually is poison, so don't be shy.
Am I dreaming?
Yeah, no, afraid not.
I remember dreaming.
Me too.
Where am I?
It's the USS Callister, Space Fleet's finest, exploring the furthest reaches of the known universe and beyond. We are its loyal space crew, and now apparently, so are you. Cheers.
Your name? Babe, what's your name?
Nanette. We've met.
Maybe. In the real world, I wouldn't have no way of knowing.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you'd better sit down.
No, I don't want to sit down. I want to know what's going on.
You're on board Robert Daly's ship.
Robert Daly, the CTO?
He's Captain Daly, our fearless leader.
Yeah, you're seriously gonna need to sit the fuck down. Welcome.
You are, hey, you're the intern from work, right? Nate?
Packer.
Something.
Nate Packer. Wait, so I'm still just the intern out there? Jesus.
You're...
Dudani. Diagnostics. Welcome.
All right. You're the receptionist, right?
Elena.
Your skin is blue.
Weird blue alien skin. I know it's fucked up. Almost sort of racist.
Walt, fix her something. Something she'll recognize. Vodka.
Hey, so what's it like out there now?
What?
Like, what year is it?
Wait, don't do a head in.
What year? I saw you today.
Ooh, did you see me? Did I look thin? Like wheatgrass yoga thin?
Can we not pop her fucking mind?
Someone needs to be straight with me right now.
Okay. Listen, this is infinity. That's what we're all inside. That's where all of this exists.
Infinity the game?
Daly's got his own modded version of Infinity, reskinned to look like his favorite TV show.
Space thing? Space thing?
Space Fleet. Hence the groovy decor.
And this tasteful get-up.
Infinity. That's an online game, like a multiplayer deal. This
is his development build. Sealed off so he can control it. He keeps it offline so the custom code he's written can't be detected and deleted.
Yes, it's a bubble universe ruled by an asshole god.
He put us in here?
Mm-hmm. Drink your vodka.
How do we get out?
No, really, drink it. Drink it. You can't leave.
What?
None of us can. Because you're not actually you.
What?
I know it's mental, but you're a copy of you.
A digital clone.
No, I'm me. I am me. I'm me.
No, not the real you.
Daly's created an identical digital version of you. Of all of us. From your DNA, he'll have harvested it somehow.
Oh, he told me he got mine from the rim of a smoothie cup. He retrieved Packer's juices from the bathroom.
Man, you have got to let that go. She does not need details.
Yeah, basically, it's got a gizmo.
I theorize an advanced biometric DNA virtual clone.
Yes, he's got a fucking gizmo, that's what I said.
Fine, that's fine.
He fed your DNA in, he grew you inside his computer, and bam, you pop up here like a Pop-Tart. Yeah, we've all been through it. He brings us in for different reasons, just shit we did in the office. I called him out for staring.
I reset admin permissions on a test build for 14 minutes.
Insufficient smiling.
I brought him the wrong sandwich.
Okay, never mind the reasons. The point is that we're stuck in Daly's playground, and that's all you need to know.
This is a dream. Here, it has to be.
It's more like a eternal waking nightmare from which there is no escape.
No.
For fuck's sake, I'm trying to break her in gently.
The quicker she gets, the easier it'll be.
Daddy's home.
He'll be here any moment.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Oh, you gotta stay on the bridge. Hey, he controls everything. He does shit to make us cooperate and have no idea. I'm trying to help.
Just leave it.
He's gonna fuck us all up if she doesn't play ball.
Yes, well, she's gonna have to work it out for herself. Like we all did.
Lieutenant Coel. Welcome aboard. Crew, we have a new member of the team, Science Officer Nanette Coel. Please, take your post. I believe we finally managed to track Valdak to an uncharted planet.
No,
Take your post, that is an order.
I'm not doing this.
The whole thing's much better if you let yourself get into it.
You think that I'm playing along with your Space Force bullshit?
Space Fleet.
Whatever. You can think again.
This is my ship. I am your captain. An order is an order.
Then go fuck yourself, sir.
Okay. So we're doing it this way.
What, are you gonna throw a fireball?
Oh dear. Can't see, can't breathe. Unpleasant, isn't it? Do you submit? You won't die, you know. No one dies in here unless I want them to. I can keep you like this forever if I feel like it. Forever gasping for a breath with a mouth that isn't there. Do you submit? Good girl. Lieutenant Coel, Valdak's hideout. Triangulate the signal, please.
It's any button. They're all the same.
Well?
I'm getting a signal from a class 5 planet, Greenwich.
Excellent. Dudani, prepare the transmat system.
Of course, Captain.
Walton, Packer, Lowry, with me. We'll transport down to the planet, reclaim the crystal, and bring Valdak to justice. Actually, Coel, you come too. Perfect opportunity for you to prove you're more than a recommendation from Space Fleet. What do you say? Mr. Dudani, transport.
Aye, Captain.
Breathable atmosphere. Scanning for plasmorphium traces. Crystals this way, let's go.
Hey, Helmsman Packer. Okay, you gotta call me Helmsman Packer. He hates it when we don't use our proper titles.
Okay, you got a gun, so let's take him out. Then give it to me.
One, our guns don't even work. Only his does. And two, the motherfucker is invincible, okay? Come on, let's go.
At least you got a gun.
Captain.
We meet again, Captain Daly!
We're trapped.
Not advisable. My plasma grenade will turn you into screaming soup.
He's not going to kill us, Captain. He had the element of surprise. He'd have done it when he had the chance.
Haven't worked out how to use the crystal. Have you, Valdak?
It's true I require your space fleet knowledge. But it's also true that you're gonna give it to me!
Don't be so sure.
Jesus,
Let's see how your resolve holds up once you're devoured one by one by my arachnogen!
Holy shit, oh my God.
We're all gonna die. Killing us won't make us tell you how the crystal works, Valdak. We will never...
Hold on, I think my pizza's here. Pause game.
What's happening?
You heard him. He paused the game because he's got a pizza delivery out there.
Hold on.
Watch out, he'll be back soon.
That's good. This launcher's heavy as shit. How you holding up?
You know, we're existing. How you doing, Jillian? Well, yeah. You look great.
Her name's Jillian.
Lose some weight?
She was in marketing.
Yeah, Daly turned her into that because she wouldn't play along when he cloned her into here.
This universe is littered with things like her. Poor fuckers who stepped out of line.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, here comes Captain Dick. Hey.
I'm gonna get you.
Hey.
If we die, the secret of the crystal dies with us, Valdak.
Oh, my God! We are all gonna die!
Valdak.
What is it, Captain? Final words.
Over there! A naked lady! Really?
Great plan, Captain.
Unparalleled tactics, Captain.
We've fought many battles, haven't we, Captain?
We have.
And I've been a good adversary for you. Have I not? Then please. End it. Please.
Killing in cold blood is against Space Fleet code.
Wish I could help.
Sorry, bud. Take him to the brig.
No.
Udani,
Captain.
transport us aboard.
Yes, Captain.
No more.
Hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. So say, oh my fuck.
That wasn't very nice. Today I will show you mercy.
Great mercy showing, Captain.
Tomorrow, you should reconsider your amenability. I may not be feeling so benevolent. Exit game.
Oh, fucking hell.
This was tense. I don't like tense.
Drink?
Mm-hmm.
So how was the mission?
Wasn't too bad. Usual standoff storyline. Ooh, saw Jillian from marketing.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's no way that I am kissing that asshole.
And you're just gonna get more and more pissed.
Oh, how about you kiss him then?
You get used to it. It's quite... There's no tongues. If that's any consolation, there's never any tongues.
Doing tongues is not Space Fleet way.
No. It's not like it can get beyond kissing anyway.
What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't noticed?
What are you doing? Please don't do that. Don't. Oh my God. Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
There's no genitals in Space Fleet. This is a wholesome universe.
He must have modified our code that way.
We're all the same. You don't believe me? Take a look down there.
We have tried grinding our mounds together out of sheer boredom.
No sensation at all.
Can't even ship. Can't even have the basic fucking pleasure of pushing out a shit.
I miss taking shit.
Okay. Stealing my pussy is a red fucking line. We are gonna get this bastard. Yeah.
You've tried 1,000,000 times. No way out.
Walton. Come on, Walton.
Like I said, he's an asshole god.
Mm-mm. Daly's smart, but he's not a god. He's a coder. He is fallible. Kabir, what was that thing he was holding in his hand? That scanner thing?
His omnicorder, primary communications device.
You said he kept his version of the game offline, but the omnicorder made contact with the outside world when the pizza came, so it's got to be connected to his home system, at least.
The omnicorder's gone.
It loads when he loads, and it goes when he goes, and that's the only one.
No. There has got to be a way to connect.
You won't hack it. I've tried.
I haven't. Bingo.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, this is part of Infinity's front end. You can invite a friend with a custom message.
A message to outside?
Just one, 140 characters maximum.
Well, so who are you gonna contact?
Floor. Welcome to Callister.
Hey, Lena.
You need me buzz you in?
What? No,
I got that for you.
Oh, thank you.
After you.
Mr. Daly. Hi.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? Did you just send me an Infinity invite?
What? No.
It was really weird. It had a message attached. Something about people trapped in a game.
Probably just a spam bot. Firewall doesn't always get them all.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it. You didn't open the link, did you?
Oh, God, no.
Maybe just upgrade your security software.
All right. Have a good one.
Could you please cut that shit out?
I'm trying to make it like a hobby. That's good.
Guys, way too early. He's only been at work a few hours.
She got the message! I did. It's me. That's me. We're the cops. Most likely. Oh, we are getting out of here.
What is Space Fleet? I'll tell you what it is. It is a belief system founded on the very best of human nature. It is a goal for us to strive towards for the betterment of the universe, for the betterment of life itself. And you assholes are fucking it up!
I did it.
I sent a message. It was me. No one else was involved. I swear.
I tried the carrot, now meet the stick.
None of this is gonna make you happy.
Daly, because you're sick. And you need help.
No, don't. Captain. Captain, please. Okay, look, she's new. She'll behave. We'll all behave. Just let her off this once. Please.
Okay.
Okay.
Know what makes me happy? The look on your face right now. Donnie, Walton, Talaska, take this thing to the brig with Valdak. Pack her, find a barren planet we can dump her on. You can just stay here and think about your attitude. Exit game.
The update patch. It's there.
So what? It's a wormhole.
That is the Christmas update patch pre-installing itself. The wormhole, it's just how the game is expressing the uplink.
So Daly's custom build is still connected to the internet.
Some way.
If this is another one of your plans, just stop before somebody else gets monsterfied.
No, this can work.
Well, we can't get online access from the ship. He'll have crippled permissions.
Yes, but what if we fly into the wormhole?
Like on purpose?
We'd hit the system firewall.
Exactly.
And have our rogue coding deleted.
Deleted as in?
As in die.
Whether it's dying would depend largely on your philosophical position regarding sentient code.
We would cease to exist, that's true. But we'd be free. We'd be free.
But this is academic since we have no means of getting to the wormhole.
There's no way to pilot the damn thing without Daly here, and he'd stop us like that.
Well, what about if he's logged in, but on pause? Like when his pizza came, he was just frozen there.
Flying would be possible, but that wormhole's a whole parsec away. We'd never reach it before he got back.
Unless we stalled him for longer.
And that we do have.
If we can get Daly's on decoder, we can make a phone call, right?
Theoretically, yes, but
if we can get real me on the phone again, I may have some leverage.
Leverage? On yourself? Like what?
My PhotoCloud account. I know the password, obviously. There's some pretty interesting images on there that I should have deleted a while ago, but I didn't. So, we can blackmail me. I'm pretty sure that I'd do anything to keep those photos from getting out.
Must be pretty pictures.
Look, if this is going to work, we all have to be in on it. Okay?
Flying into certain death in a wormhole beats another 10,000 years with Captain Ash. I'm in.
Okay. Me too.
Also me.
Well, I am out. Daly won. Daly's always won. We just have to get on with it. Because we don't have a chance.
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
We fly into the wormhole, and we are extinct. We are gone. We are rid of his shit.
Sounds peachy.
What is with you?
Don't you want to fight back? Why won't you fight back?
Tommy.
Who is Tommy?
He's my son. He's 6 years old. At least he was when I woke up in here. See, in the early days of this ship, it was just me and Daly. I was his pet project. He tried everything to break me. And I withstood it all. Because I just thought there was still a chance I could get out and see my boy again. In a way, I was right. I did get to see him again. Just not the real him. Daly told me what happened. Back on the outside, the real me brought Tommy to work one day. Show him around. He would have loved seeing all those computers. He's really into that stuff. Anyway, evidently, Tommy had a lollipop that day. That's all Daly needed. He copied him. In here. It was Tommy, all right. He's alike in every way. You know what he did to him? He took Tommy and he threw him out of the airlock. Right out into space. And he made me watch. Have you ever seen an unsuited body compress in space? They freeze and crack like a porcelain doll. I take my hat off to Daly. The detail in this place is exceptional. And he said he'd do it again. And again. Because Daly's still got Tommy's DNA. He's got all of our DNA. He keeps it in his bedroom in a fucking mini fridge by his desk. So I have to stay in line. Because even if we die in here, he can bring us back. He can bring Tommy back whenever he wants. And God knows how he'd take it out on him. God knows what he'd do. So you see, what choice do I have?
Walton. We are gonna get that fucking lollipop. But you gotta believe me. Can you do that? Can you?
See, it's your position, Coel.
Captain, you've come at just the right time.
I have?
I'm picking up a distress signal from the surface of Scalane 4. Looks like a crashed shuttle. What should we do?
Space Fleet never turned its back on those who need our help. Udani set a course for Scalane 4.
Aye, aye, sir.
We'll send a search party. Packer to Alaska?
Actually, Captain, I was thinking maybe you could take me along. As science officer, I need to learn the ropes, and I could use your close attention.
Good. Yes, good idea. Atmosphere's good. Over there.
From here, the shuttle appears to be deserted.
We'll scout the area, check for any life forms. Daly out. Coel, we should head out this way. Coel?
It's kind of hot here, don't you think?
Oh my God.
What are you doing, Coel?
The water looks so inviting, doesn't it?
What are you talking about?
Come on, Robert. Ooh. Oh, the water is great.
Swimming is a leisure activity. We are on Space Fleet duty.
You know what? We could always say that I started drowning and you had to come in and rescue me. Yeah? Oh, what about that? Oh, come on. Come on in.
Hi, Coel.
Come on.
Coel.
Come on. Come on in. My big captain.
Oh.
Come on. You gonna take all day?
Okay. Okay. Coming in.
Okay, gotta patch it in. It worked. I'm connected. Can I access your photo cloud account?
You actually remember that password?
Uppercase Y998, lowercase GB7, uppercase TY, ampersand 4. Secure choice. There are thousands of images. This could take a while.
What in life?
God damn.
That is gymnastic physique.
It's nice. Nice betting.
Oh, okay. Should I keep scrolling?
Any of the last 9 would do.
Ah. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Are you heading out for the night?
Yes, because it's Christmas Eve and we've got 10 days off work to recover from it. Go home.
I will. I just have to finish
Yeah,
the.
whatever. Merry Christmas, Lisa.
Yeah. Okay. Merry Christmas. Oh my God. Elliot, you fucking asshole.
Nanette Coel, we've had your photo cloud account.
And that control of the entire contents of your photo gallery.
Who is this? What do you want?
What we want is for you to do exactly as instructed, or your entire gallery
Will be shared with your friends and your family. And Pornhub.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do what you want. Anything. I'll do anything.
Then listen very carefully. We don't have much time.
Stand up, get your coat, and follow our instructions.
Okay.
Where are we going?
We're just swimming. It's nice, right? Yeah.
Should probably head back.
Help! Ah, something grabbed me, I think. No, it didn't. I don't think anything did. I'm sorry, I think I imagined it. This is stupid.
That's fine. That's funny.
Yeah, it is. It's funny.
Easy, Coel.
I'm in position.
Okay, we're gonna hang up now. Make the phone call. Be sure to complete the rest of your mission.
I will.
You better.
Okay, I'll send it back down.
Oh, hi.
This is so fucking crazy. Yes, I'd like to order pizza. Oh, I guess you better get that.
See. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's the door. Pause game.
Donnie, pick me up.
You got it. Stand by.
Coming. Hello?
Pizza.
Yeah, I didn't order a pizza.
Okay, look, someone did, okay? So do you want it or not? Because
That's the signal. She's got the DNA.
All of it. Tommy too. Packer, we ready to fly?
Uh-huh.
Well,
You're supposed to say something like engage or increase thrust.
Just fucking go.
There you go. So I got it here in under 10. There's supposed to be 30 in it for me. Yeah. Well, what's happening? The door is closing. Hello?
Hello? Hello? Come on, man. Hello? Come on, man, you promised.
Nice. Nice. Merry Christmas, asshole.
Resume game. Resume game.
Can we go any faster? That dead disk isn't gonna fool them forever. That update is gonna complete before long, and that means bye-bye wormhole.
The only quicker route is through that asteroid belt there.
Let's go that way.
That's way too dense.
If the ship broke up, we wouldn't die. We'd just be left spinning in space.
Till Daly works out what's happening, and he will find us, and he will fuck us over.
Resume game.
Lieutenant Coel, we should head for... Coel?
Tailing to bridge. What's going on?
Shit, he has a backup disk.
Come in, bridge.
Don't answer him.
Udani.
The wormhole. It's decreasing in size.
Upload must be in the last few percent. Damn it, Packer, we are gonna have to go through the belt. Do you think that you can do that?
I think I can try.
Ships. Computer. On.
Computer, where's the USS Callister?
USS Callister is on course.
On course for where?
The wormhole.
What wormhole?
The update vortex.
Sons of bitches! Prepare for takeoff.
I've got a heat signature. Looks like a shuttle just took off from skill lane 4.
Oh, God, it's Daly.
Shields at 86%.
We're taking a beating here!
Incoming transmission.
Hello? Loyal, trusty crew? Come in.
I know you can hear me. Whatever it is you think we're going to do won't work, but it is going to cost you.
Let's go faster!
Already at maximum.
Daly can't touch us unless he makes it about forward. And that shuttle's a jalopy. He won't catch us in time.
I hope you're right. Shields 58%.
If you thought what happened to you in the past was bad, that was nothing. What I'm going to do to you is going to be goddamn fucking biblical.
I'm literally going to turn your insides out.
But I'll keep you alive. In tiny little jar.
And here you'll stay until I'm born.
Why are we listening to this? Yes, fuck him.
We're at the edge of the belt. You think we're gonna make it?
What was that? Primary drive.
I've lost all thrust. Engine's not responding. We're drifting here.
USS Callister has lost engine power.
Coming to get you. Hello.
Is there any way that we can fix the engines?
That's only feasible manually. By climbing inside the jet feeder.
So
you burned to a crisp when the jet came on.
We burn without dying.
one of us needs to go.
One of us already has.
Walton?
I'm pretty sure I can fix this.
Walton, are you sure about this?
I'm sure. Till ask me, can you patch me through to Daly?
Patching through.
Hey, Daly, can you hear me?
Walton? Robert? Hey, Walton, you are going to pay for this.
Robert, listen.
I'm going to bring Tommy back in.
Hey, Robert.
God so help me, you are going to regret all of this so hard.
Bob, I want to talk to you here.
I was thinking I should say... sorry.
Go on.
You created Infinity. You're a fucking genius. I exploited that. I treated you like the golden goose and I got fat on the profits. Figuratively speaking. And I was thinking, I should have appreciated you more. You know? I should have treated you better. Yeah. I was thinking I should say all that. But you threw my son out of an airlock, so fuck you to death.
Walton? Walton!
We got power back.
Faster!
Speed already at maximum.
Look, I don't care, whatever, just catch them!
Wormhole almost closed. Daly's gaining on us.
Keep her steady. Steady.
Try. Come on, come on!
I hope you're going to die.
God damn it! Damn it!
What happened?
The mod's gone. Daly's space fleet mod has been stripped away by the firewall.
Okay, so this is good.
We're still alive.
Yeah, it only erased the space fleet mod.
We're not on Daly's computer anymore. We're in the cloud.
Where is Daly?
Firewall's deleted his rogue game code, and his controls are disabled.
You mean?
He's stuck there.
Update complete. Wormhole closed. Controls are disabled.
No. No.
My pelvic elf turned into this! Yes, more to the point, I'm not a fucking beetle thing anymore. I've got my body back. Got my whole body back. I'm guessing we all have.
So what do we do now?
We've got an infinite procedurally generated universe at our disposal. We can go anywhere.
Holy mackerel.
Rogue universe detected. Deletion in progress. Deletion in progress.
No, undelete!
Deletion in progress.
Undelete!
Rogue universe detected. Deletion in progress.
Exit game!
Deletion in progress. Rogue universe detected.
Exit game! Exit game! Exit fucking game! Exit fucking game! Exit fucking game!
transmission. It says Gamer691.
That's a player tag, another ship, another player.
We're online. Hey, patch him through. Hello.
Hey there.
This is the crew of the USS Callister. Oh, man. Are we glad to hear
Yeah, Merry Christmas. So we're gonna blow each other or are we gonna trade?
Huh.
Hello? Do you have anything to trade at all?
No,
So why did you respond? Okay, just get the hell out of my quadrant or I'll blast you to shit. You got 10 seconds.
Oh, no, do try. We'll photon bolt you right up the perineum, you stupid little boy.
Okay.
Yo, come on then.
Yes, thank you, Shania. Nate?
Yes, Captain?
Stick us in hyperwarp and let's
6.
fuck off somewhere.
5.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Really? Nanette is fine.
4.
Aye, aye, Nanette.
3, 2, 1.
You better run. King of space right here.
King of space.